Greetings. What's going on, guys? Hope all is well. Let's make sure we got all our live participants in here. Welcome to the live Q&A, y'all. Um, Before we get into it, man, I just want to start by talking about today's housekeeping, man. We always start by giving y'all some free game. We're gonna give you guys that free fat loss system, the 50 and 5 month formula, the guide that I utilize, man, myself, the system, you know, that helped me lose 50 pounds, 5 months, keep it off, and teach it to what hundreds of guys since then. Links in the bio as well as in the chat. Let me drop that one more time. Guys, if you can hear me and see me, type one in the chat. I just want to make sure everybody's with me. Everybody can hear your boy. All right, cool. So we live out here. I think Instagram's in here too. Let me see if I can get in there. Put my joint up in there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Fuck it. All right. We got who we got in the building? We got Rishi Rich says, yo, what up? What's popping? PG the GOAT says WSG. Is that what's good? All right. We got some ones coming in. All right, who we got in the building, man? Type in the chat, man. Where y'all from? You know what I'm saying? Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where y'all from. Who we got? Drop your city in the chat. Who we got in the building? Okay. All right. They coming in. Where y'all from, man? Let me know. In the chat. Gotta get my tunes going. Okay. See, they coming through. All right, here we go. Here go the cities. So we got Aberdeen, North Carolina. Aberdeen? I ain't never heard of Aberdeen, man. We got NYC. Okay, what borough in NYC? What part of NYC, man? I've been there a couple times. We got Tank coming through. Says you have funny videos. Appreciate you, Tank. Appreciate the kind words, man. My fat ass lost 30 pounds because of you, boss. Hey, shout out to Bojangles, man. Let's clap it up for Bojangles in the chat, man. Shout out to you for losing some of that weight, man. Who else has lost weight? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the chat if you've seen some major progressions towards your better version of yourself since listening to my videos. The homie Darion is from Dry Branch, Georgia. Okay. The homie Thomas says he's from Queens. Okay, I ain't never been to Queens, man. I heard a lot of wild things happen in Queens. Is that true? You know what I'm saying? All right, who else we got in the chat, man? Let me know where y'all from. Drop it below. Then we're gonna get into some of these questions. Drop it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here go the first question of the night. Is eating tuna hitting my protein goals? Sir, I would need more information to let you know if that's, the fact or not. Like when you think about tuna's a protein source, but how much tuna are you consuming? Is it 1 ounce, 2 ounces, 10 ounces, right? I don't know. So I don't know if you're hitting your goals. Plus, I don't know what your protein goal is. Your protein goal, guys, is in direct correlation to your lean body mass. So if you don't have that information, you might want to get that. And then I could tell you whether or not you're close to your protein goal. In fact, if you want me to make your macros tonight, guys, type make my macros in the chat. with your height, age, weight, and your goal. Height, age, weight, and goal. You type make my macros in the chat and I got you. Okay. Sean Shred coming through. What up? He says eating strawberry cheesecake in the cup keeping you big as hell. That's a fact. You know, if you out here eating that every day, you are in fact gonna be big as hell. You know what I'm saying? How much do you charge for coaching? What my man's Dr. E will say, $100 million. Truth be told, man, it's custom, right? Everything's customized to the individual. So really just depends on the person and what their goals are, you know, what extent in time that we plan to work together. And you know, we sort of figure out a good solution from there. If you do want to apply to potentially be a part of the Armstrong Army, I cannot guarantee that you're gonna get a spot, but you can apply. Links in my bio. Go ahead, check it out. See if we can you know, maybe have a conversation. How you get a lean body? Hey man, the key to getting lean is having a plan, right? So when you talk about getting lean, right, you starting from either one of 2 points, right? You're either skinny and need to build muscle, or you're fat and you need to lose weight, right? Either way, it just comes really down to understanding what your caloric intake should be first. So really optimizing your nutrition, because that's 80% of the battle. Honestly, man, it doesn't matter how much fucking training you do. If your nutrition's trash, it doesn't matter, right? So really getting a game plan for nutrition, getting a system around that, as well as you know, going out here and getting the proper training structure around that. That's how you get lean, you know. But I would need to know more about your goal. If you want me to make your macros, right, you know the vibes, you know, type make my macros in the chat with your age, your height, your weight, and your goal, and I got you. Okay, guys, we got some more people in the chat. Where y'all from? Type in the chat where y'all from. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Who we got in the building? What city you from, man? Rep your city. Rep your city. 2 ounces. Also, I'm a UPS driver. Yeah, 2 ounces of tuna is like almost nothing, bro. right. What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, do you have a strategy, or you just eating? Like, what are you doing? Hey man. That comment I was about to pin disappeared. Hey man, I wanted to say thank you for the help on my weight loss journey. I lost 31 pounds since I started. Hey, congratulations. Let's clap it up for Adrian. You know what I'm saying, guys? If you lost some weight, right, listening to any of my advice, let us know in the chat how much weight have you lost. You know, my mother's in the chat. Greetings. How are you? I'm stupendous. How about yourself? Jill wants her macros made. For sure, I'll make your macros. Guys, if you want me to make your macros next, type make my macros in the chat along with your height, age, weight, and goal, and I got you. Give me a second, Jill. I didn't have my stuff set up in the background. I'm setting it up. How you doing this evening, Jill? You good? That's good. All right. So we got Jill is 64, 6'4". Jill's a lady, apparently. I ain't never met a man named Jill. 5'2". And Jill is 205. Her goal weight is 160. So at 205, you okay. All right. So this is just not doing what I wanted to do. All right, there we go. So your BMR is 1,750 calories, right? So basically, that's what your body burns on its own. If I was coaching you, I would just tell you to come 200 calories less than that for your caloric goal, and then you will have the following macros. Jill, if you ain't got a pen and pad out, go get that, right? I'm about to break the whole thing down as to how many nutrients you need, right? So what we do here, if you're new to this channel, is we do what's called a 40-30-30 split, right? Coach Corey, what the fuck is a 40-30-30? Glad you asked, class. 40-30-30 is 40% of what you consume is protein, 30% is carbs, 30% is fat. Now, this is the prescription for people who want to lose fat. In my program, I lost 50 pounds in 5 months doing it. And I've coached, hundreds and hundreds of people to do the same and even lose more weight in less time than me, right? On this program split I'm about to teach to Jill. And if you want to, yours taught next, just type "make my macros" in the chat. Jill, you got your pen ready? Okay. 155 grams of protein, 116 grams of carbs, and 52 grams of fat. Jill, you do that every single day and at least get you a gallon of water in. This is crucial. You got to hydrate because that's a low carb prescription. Your body's going to be releasing water like crazy and you have to replenish it. So make sure you hydrate like crazy. A gallon minimum. I don't want to hear no excuses. You hit those macros, gallon of water a day, you're going to lose all kind of weight. All I ask, just come back through, and tell us how much weight you lost once you did. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. All right. We got some old people in the chat repping their city. We got Detroit's in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got Ghana. All right. Good old Africa. Mississippi. Hey, where y'all from, man? Type in the chat. Where you from? Where you from? Michigan's back. Hey, what up, Kevin? You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Who else we got? Okay. What up? All right, so we're gonna get it popping. So Deborah, she says, make my macros. I'm 56, 230, and I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. All right, cool. So I need your so you gave me the other stats. Looks like Deborah is, let's see, got to go back to the screen. So Deborah's 5'3". Deborah's what we would call a shorty, right? Little shorty. 230, right? So 230 pounds. Deborah, you got some work to do. We got to get that up off you. We got to get you healthy. And then 56 years of age, okay? So what your BMR is 1,600 calories. Basically, that just means your body burns that on its own, right? Now, all you have to do is come right underneath that with your consumption and your body's going to take care of the rest. Then you add exercise to the mix. Oh man, you're going to have exceptional weight loss results. So what I would do if I was coaching you, hey, just come down 200 calories less than that, 1,400. Deborah, go get your pen and pad, right? Go get your pen and pad. I'm about to drop these macros on you. You ready? Hope you're ready. All right. 140 grams of protein every day. 105 grams of carbs, everybody's favorite, and 47 grams of total fat. You hit those every day, Deborah, spectacular results. Spectacular. Just make sure you, like I told Jill, gallon of water a day. Make that a non-negotiable along with those macros. You're gonna see all type of success. All right, got you. Favorite holiday meal. I don't know that I have a favorite holiday meal. I'm a big fan of cheesecake. You know what I'm saying? If you don't already know, man, I really like cheesecake. Cheesecake's fucking delicious. But I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily directly correlated or linked to a holiday. Like, if it's available, I want some, right? Aside from that, I mean, I can kind of pass on all that other shit, Okay. All right. Tron says, make my macros. If you want your macros made, just go ahead and type in the chat your height, your age, your weight, and your goal, and I got you. Name me a car for an edit. Name you a car for an edit. Dodge Challenger, my car. You know what I'm saying? It's a solid car, solid vehicle. Travis is from Chicago, Chi-Town. What up? You know what I'm saying? Greetings. You know, originally from Fort Lauderdale, but I live in Connecticut. I live in Fort Lauderdale now. Small world. Ben says, "How you doing?" I'm stupendous, brother. How about yourself, man? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? What's happening? Okay, we got New Hampshire in the building. What up? What up? Okay. I keep losing weight, but not fat. Why is that? There's something wrong with your programming. You know what I'm saying? You either have the wrong nutrition protocol, meaning you're under consuming protein or dietary fats, or both. And then in addition to that, you know, you're probably just not strength training. You know, you're not training your muscles, sending the signal to your bodies that keeping muscles a priority. And if you're not doing that, then you're gonna lose a whole bunch of fucking muscle. I remember I did that, guys. I a few years ago, I used to run like 4 miles a day, every single day with a weighted vest on. I didn't track my diet or nutrition. And at the end of the summer, I lost a ton of weight, but I didn't look any different. I was skinny fat. My body looked exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? And I was devastated. I was disappointed. You know, why is that? Because I just lost weight. There's a big difference between losing weight and getting lean. Getting lean is keeping muscle, training your muscle, maybe even building muscle, right? As you create that deficit so that you lose fat and you keep that muscle on you. Uh, you know, losing weight is just seeing the scale go down. So you lose both fat, water, and unfortunately muscle. Guys, if you ever had that happen, type 1 in the chat. You know, if you've ever like lost weight and your body didn't look the way you wanted it to, you are here looking flabby, soft, and frail, and you wondering why. You know what I'm saying? I just told you why. Now, if you want to prevent that from happening, go ahead and get that free fat loss system. You know, the 50 and 5 month formula. I'll drop it again in the chat for y'all. Shani Papa, I thought you live in Walmart reading food ingredients. Nah, I live in a home. You know, I live in a home. You know, Kevin Schmidt, I might as well jump on board. You know what I'm saying? I'm 54 years of age, 6 foot, 265 weight. I don't know, Kevin. Are you looking to lose fat? I mean, I can make your macros as if you were losing fat. You didn't really give me a lot of info, but I can rock with it. All right, we're gonna make the homie Kevin's macros. Guys, if you want me to make your macros, type "make my macros" in the chat. You must type these 4 things I'm about to tell you, though, for me to do it: your height, your age, your weight, and your goal. You guys on YouTube might want to type your gender too, because these YouTube names be crazy sometimes. You don't know if you talking to a male or a female. All right, Kevin's clearly a man, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the man chart. Kevin's 54. He's 6 foot, and he's 265. So I'm just gonna operate under the assumption that he wants to lose some weight. 2,000 calories, right? That's your goal right now. So I should say that's not your goal. That's your BMR. So what I would do is I would make your goal a little bit less than that, put you in a deficit of 1,800 calories. So that's 200 calories less than your body's already burning on its own. And then it's just basically fitting that into macros. So your macros are: get you a pen and pad, bro. Right? Put the phone down, get you a pen and pad. 180 grams of protein, 135 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. Yo, if you do that every single day, Kev, and you make sure you at least get a gallon of water in every day, hey, you're gonna lose all kinds of fat. You're gonna make all kinds of gains. You'll be out here looking lean, man. Guys, if you want your macros made, type "make my macros" in the chat with your stats. All right. Denise, what up? What up? What up? Okay, so Denise is 52 years of age. She is also 55 and 230 pounds. All right. All right. I like it. I like it. All right. All right, Denise. So your BMR is 1650. So that basically means your body burns 1,650 calories on its own. I would put you in a 200 calorie deficit to begin with on your journey, which would put you at 1450 as your total calories. Get your pen and pad, Denise. All right, get your pen and pad. We're about to break these macros down. 145 grams of protein would be the recommendation at 109 grams of carbs and 48 grams of total fat. Yo, you do that every day, you're gonna lose all kinds of weight. Okay, just make sure you at least, you know what I'm saying, you're getting that galley. Get the galley. You know what I'm saying? The galley's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Joseph says, I have a question. Joseph, don't type that you have a question. Type your question, baby. That's what this is for. What up, bro? Hey, Demetrius, greetings. Welcome to the live, man. Glad to have you. Daniel's from England. Shout out, cheerio, mate. Cheerio. You know what I'm saying? What carb sources do you recommend for a lean bulk? I would say the top 5 carb sources for a lean bulk would be rice, pasta, beans, definitely some form of fruit in there. Pause. And then like this is one that like people like kind of know but forget about, like oats. You know what I'm saying? Those 5 right there. And maybe like if you want to throw in like some potatoes or something like that too, like those are good carb sources on a lean bulk because they got a lot of calories and short. I guess the biggest thing that when you're looking at lean bulk is you got to get the calories in, but you don't want to have excessive amounts of calories bathed in fats that's gonna have the calories all crazy. So yeah, that would be my recommendation, man. That'd be my recommendation. Those things there. Joseph says, I'm 6'1.5". I am half white and half Native American. Okay. that's cool, man. I weigh 320. Can I look like Jonathan Majors in 3 years? He have a really good body, no diddy. Maybe. Right. Right, maybe. I don't really know. I don't know that Jonathan Majors looks like that after 3 years of training. Like I think before he got famous, he probably was training, and had a good foundation. And they're here recently and getting ready for like some of those like, more athletic and fitness related roles. He started like really training that much harder. Pause. So I don't know that you're gonna look like Jonathan Majors, but I know that you can look like the best Joseph that you can be in 3 years if you just commit to consistently practicing the right habits, right? Just focus on the right habits every day and the results will take care of themselves. Okay. Don't worry about fucking Jonathan Majors, man. His life ain't your life, right? Just like his results ain't your results, and your results ain't his results, man. You might mess around and look better than him, just stay focused on the grind every single day. That's all that matters. What up, Chicago? All right, Chicago's in the building. So I think Ka Hokia 33 is a man, I think. Okay. 6'2". See, it's difficult to be able to tell with YouTube, man, these names. All right, we're gonna roll with it. 49 years old. You know what I'm saying? 6'2". Okay. This is yeah, okay. Okay. And 270 pounds. All right, man. You big as hell, but you ain't gotta stay that way. All right. So your BMR is 2,100 calories, right? So right now your body's just burning that on its own. I will put you in a deficit about 200 calories less than that. So strive for a clean, 1,900 calories, right? You hit 1,900 calories every day. You do that with the following macros. Make sure you get your pen and pad ready. So I would prescribe you 190 grams of protein, 143 grams of carbs, and 63 grams of total fat. Yo, you do that every day, you're going to see all kinds of success, man. You're going to get real lean. But there's one thing you're going to make sure you want to do. Since you are over 250 pounds, I typically prescribe guys your size. You got to hydrate a little bit more than most people. So maybe like 1.5 gallons, maybe even 2 gallons of water a day. You do that every day, you're going to get lean as hell. All right. Just come through and let me know how much weight you lost once you did it. Okay. All right. Does smoking weed affect weight loss? Not directly. Actually, there's a lot of health benefits to consumption of cannabis, cannabinoids to be exact. Cannabinoids are where you get all the health benefits like anti-inflammatory. It actually increases insulin sensitivity as well as, there's some anti-cancerous studies out there around cannabinoids. So it can help with recovery. It can help with making sure that your body utilizes nutrients a little bit better because it increases the insulin sensitivity. But honestly, there's no direct impact. The impact is more psychological than it is biological. Meaning, if you are smoking weed, you already know because of the THC, right? That kind of gives you that, that effect of the high. And this is where people start to get the what? The munchies. You get the munchies. This is where people fuck up their whole diet because they out here just eating everything with no regard for any type of caloric deficit, because that's the only way you lose weight. It don't matter if you smoke or not. It's about, are you burning more calories than you consume? So if you're able to do that while smoking weed, if you're able to create a calorie deficit, then yeah, man, smoke your weed. But, a lot of people's struggle comes with when they get those munchies. What do? Are they able to control themselves? Guys, if that was a helpful perspective, type 1 in the chat. Let me know while I take these electrolytes. If you've ever smoked weed before, type a green leaf in the chat. If you've ever smoked the cannabis before, type of green leaf. Let's see who my potheads are. All right, here we go. Brand new. It's brand new. Are you a guy or a girl? You gotta give me your gender. Hey, YouTube people, y'all gotta give me y'all gender. If your name ain't a regular name, you gotta give me your gender. Martha Shaw. Martha doesn't have to give me her gender because I don't know a man named Martha. Okay. Martha is 65. All right. Let's see. 100 and you weigh 100. Wait, so you weigh 115 and your goal is 115? How does that work? So your goal is to stay the same weight? Is that what you're saying, Martha? I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me, Martha. You might need to retype that. I got you though. I'm not gonna leave the chat until I make sure you get your macros done. All right, Travis. All right, Travis don't gotta type his gender because I don't know a woman named Travis, right? If you got a weird fucking YouTube name, type your gender with your stats. All right, Travis. Travis is 6 foot. He is 43, and my brother is 230 pounds. Okay, so you want to just lose like 15 pounds. All right, so let's just see your BMR 19. We'll call it, because it's almost 2,000. We'll just round up and call it 2,000. So your caloric deficit number will be 1,800 calories. Write this down. Get your pen and pad. I will put you at 180 grams of protein, right? 135 grams of carbs, 60 grams of total fat. You consume that every day, my brother, with at least a gallon of water. Yo, you gonna be at 215 before Valentine's Day. You start that shit tonight. Just come back through and let me know how much weight you lost once you lost it. All right. These electrolytes starting to kick in. Got my energy back. Yeah. Ziggy says, hi there. Greetings, Ziggy. What it do? Greg doesn't have to type his gender because Greg is a guy. I don't know a woman named Greg. 35 years of age, 230 pounds, 5'10". My goal weight is 200. So you want to lose 30 pounds? Okay. So, 35, 5'10". Guys, if you want your macros made, type make my macros in the chat with your age, height, weight, and your goal. And if you're on YouTube, you gotta type your gender because some of y'all got weird names, and then I'll make your macros for you. All right. All right. So my homie's 230. So he wants to lose 30 pounds. So yeah, man. 17. So your BMR is 1950. So what I would do is I would put you at 1750. So your macros is actually similar to my man Travis. You got your pen and pad, Greg? Go get it if you don't. All right, I'm about to drop some game. You ready? All right. 175 grams of protein, 131 grams of carbs, 58 grams of total fat. Greg, you hit that every fucking day, man, with a gallon of water. Yo, you're going to be lean as hell. That 30 pounds is going to be off before spring, right? Just do that. Combine it with the right exercise. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it popping. All right, Martha came through. That's what I'm talking about, Martha. What up, Martha? All right. So Martha's got age 65. Okay. And okay, so her weight is 127. She wants to be 115. Oh, that's light work, Martha. So watch this, Martha. So your BMR is 1,000 calories. Your body burns 1,000 calories on its own. I'm not one for putting somebody's calories who has a BMR that low in the triple digits. I'm not about to tell you to consume 900 calories or nothing like that. What I think you should do is you should actually do the opposite of what some of these people are doing because you have a lower BMR. You should actually hit your BMR with calories, right? Or slightly above it. If I was coaching you, I would put you right there at 1,100 cal, right? You do that with, now we're going to do something a little different with Martha. I'm actually going to put you on higher fats, and we're gonna drop those carbs down a little bit. Reason being, those fats are going to fuel your hormones, the hormones associated with not just fat loss, but also muscle growth, right? So we're going to do a 40-40-20, right? All right, you ready for this? So your protein, 110 grams of protein, Martha. I know what you're thinking. Damn, that's a lot of protein. It's tough, right? But you got to build you some muscle. You got to get your BMR up. 49 grams of fat, 55 grams of carbs. Now you got to make sure you at least get 3 liters to 4 liters of water in a day. You're a smaller human, so it's going to be tougher for you to get a gallon in than a lot of these other people. You do that every day, Martha, you're going to lose all kinds of weight. Just come through and tell me how much weight you lost once you do it. Cool? All right, cool. Will you ever stop saying big as hell? Probably not. I think it's better to just tell people, you know, the truth. Some of y'all, you know, out here really big. And nobody in your life is telling you you're big. That's why you think it's acceptable. You know, imagine if you had a friend that walked into, like, let's say you were going out with a friend, like you guys were going out, maybe you're like both single and you're going out to you know what I'm saying, meet some ladies, right? You're gonna go out and you know, have a good time, a night on the town, right? And this motherfucker's breath stank. right? Are you gonna let him just walk out and talk to all these people and be in public with stank breath? Or are you gonna tell him, hey, bro, your breath is funky. You need to do something about it. Right? If you're a real friend, you're gonna tell him. You're gonna be like, hey man, your breath stink. That's why I tell people they big as hell, man. Cause I care enough to tell y'all the truth. I care enough to tell y'all the truth. You big as hell. All right. Greetings. My mother's in the chat. Make my macros. I got you. I think I did your macros before, but we'll do it again, Ma. Go get a pen and pad. Go write this down. All right. You can't you cut from my cloth. So you gotta look good, right? As we age out. All right, 53, 5'6", 165, and you want to get to 150. All right, yeah, we gotta hurry up and get there. So your calorie deficit number is 1,200 calories because your BMR is 1,400. So 1,200 calories. You do that with the following. Got your pen and pad? All right. 120 grams of protein, 90 grams of carbs, 40 grams of total fat. Yo, you do that every day, you're going to look fantastic. Magnificent even. Just make sure you get that gallon of water every day. All right. Ziggy. What's up, Ziggy? Ziggy came through. Help me. I am getting my pad. I am 58, 155. Ziggy, how old are you? Oh, you 58, 155. Okay. How tall are you? That's what I need. I need height. Did she give me her height? All right, Ziggy, I'm gonna have to come back to you. Oh, here we go. Ziggy came through with the 5'2". Okay, so Ziggy's 5'2". Ziggy's 58. The ladies coming through hot today with the Make My Macros. Y'all must be ready to get snatched this winter. Y'all know summer bodies is built in the wintertime, man. A lot of y'all out here chilling, enjoying the holidays, not realizing that you squandering your chances to look better next year. All right. So Ziggy, your fat loss calories is 1,100. And what I will put you on is a 40, 30, 30. It's your height. 110 grams of protein, 83 grams of carbs, and 37 grams of fat every day. You hit that every day, Ziggy, you're going to get lean, right? Just come through, shout your boy out, right? Just say, Coach Corey, I lost this much weight once you start losing your first few pounds. Just give me a shout out. That's all I ask, and I don't want nothing else, right? Sorry to bug you. I wasn't quick enough with the pen. 54, 6 foot. Man, Kevin. You playing games, man. Kevin, I remember what your stats were. How the fuck you don't remember what your stats were? Your stats was 1,800 calories, 180 grams of protein, 135 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat. Now I'm a fitness nerd, so I kind of got some of these numbers in the back of my head because I do this all the time. But those are your numbers. Do that every day. You're gonna lose all kinds of fat. Trust me. Would lactose be considered a bad carb? Not necessarily. Lactose. So lactose comes from cows, right? And it got some carbs in it, some fats in it, some protein in it. It's only bad when people can't digest it well. Like, you ever type 1 in the chat if you ever had a protein shake and you've been like bloated, or you had a lot of gas, you know, you felt constipated, like you had a bunch of protein. Like, type 1 if you ever felt like that. Yeah, guys, that's not natural. You're not supposed to feel like that when you have protein shakes. The reason why people feel like that is because they are consuming protein that is dairy based and they are lactose intolerant. So if you got a lactose intolerance, like you're gonna have a lot of shit, no pun intended, like happen that's not supposed to happen. And so from that standpoint, yeah, it's bad for those people. But some people have lactose all day, every day, and they don't have none of them problems. You ain't got none of them. You feel me? So it just depends on the person. Cheryl, what up, girl? Greetings. All right. Oh, wow. Catching you live. Love your content. I appreciate the support. I really do. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Corey, is body decomposition efficient, or is it easier to do cycles of bulking and fasting? I think when you wrote decomposition, you meant recomposition. For you guys that aren't fitness nerds, with Tiger Blade, Tiger Blade, that's a funny name. What Tiger Blade is saying is there's a sort of trend going around on the internet where people encourage body recomp as opposed to going through periods of cutting where you're losing fat, keeping muscle, or bulking where you're building muscle and keeping fat low, right? People are saying, hey, you shouldn't do either one of those, man. Just recomp, build muscle and lose fat at the same time, right? It's better. Guess what? It's bullshit, right? Like a recomposition is just a fancy way of saying you need to lose some fat and maintain as much muscle as possible, right? It's just a fancy way of saying you need to cut down. And a recomp is essentially going through phases of losing fat and then maybe increasing the calories to build muscle. I teach my clients this. We do what's called a reverse diet, right? You know what a reverse diet is? Guys, if you want me to talk about reverse diet, type reverse in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll break it down. Oh, man, I got a lot of chats that came through that I have not got to yet. let me go through and get to those. So a reverse diet, y'all, is when you basically do the opposite of what the fat loss diet is when you slowly increase your calories out of the deficit once you've reached your goal. So let's just use me, for example, right? I lost 50 pounds in 5 months, right? I tell you guys exactly how to do it in my free fat loss system. Go check it out. Links in the description of the video as well as in the chat. Man, I went from 230 pounds to 180 pounds, right? And so from there, I reversed the diet, slowly increasing my calories out of the deficit to build my body up to a lean and strong, you know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all see that? 185 pounds. That's where I live at now, right? But I did it without getting fat. And that's the objective of a reverse diet, is to incrementally increase the calories over time, right? But do it in a structured way to where you don't over consume calories and get fat as hell again. It can be just as simple as taking maybe a 1 to 2 week phase of adding an additional, 100 calories to your program, for example, and then monitoring how that actually affects your composition. So where does your body fat percentage go? Does it stay the same or does it go up? If it stays the same or even comes down, that's perfect, because what that means is you're increasing lean muscle mass, right? Maintaining body fat or even losing body fat as a result. And so you want to incrementally do that. And then what you're looking to do, your objective with a reverse diet, is to find a program of calories that you can live at. So let's say we'll use whoever I just did last for calories. Whoever I just did last, I forgot, my bad. I just had somebody at 1,100 calories, right? And basically, I think it was Ziggy, right? So we programmed Ziggy. So let's say Ziggy got to her fat loss goal, eating 1,100 calories a day. Well, you don't want to live at 1,100 calories for the rest of your life, right? Of course not. So you want to incrementally increase, like every week after you get to your weight loss goal, 100 calories, increasing your strength, increasing your exercise output, so that you utilize those calories for the recruitment of more muscle. And then if you go to 1,200 calories and you don't gain no fat, then you bump it up again, 1,300 calories, right? Do that for a week, increase your lifts, get stronger, Make sure you don't be out here, you know what I'm saying, getting fat as hell. And then, you keep going until you reach a certain calorie point and an amount of weight that you would like to maintain. Guys, if that was helpful, type 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure I ain't put y'all to sleep with all that science jargon. Okay, Lisa said, pick me. Pick me. I want my macros done. Hey, Lisa, if you want your macros done, that's all you got to do. Give me your height, age, and weight, and your goal in the chat, and then I got you. Is it important to do free weights or cardio? Free weights. Free weights. Free weights is like the main entree of a meal. That's what you came to the restaurant for. Most people don't go to restaurants for the side dishes. Treat cardio like a motherfucking side dish, right? It's cool if you got it, but it's not a big deal if you don't. Free weights is what you should be focusing on, because that's what's going to cause your body to adapt and change in a way that's long-term sustainable. Strength training not only makes you look better, it also balances out your hormones, increases bone density, increases mobility, flexibility, and range of motion, makes you more functional. And, it's just going to make it to where your body is conditioned to handle calories for a longer period of time, because you're going to raise your metabolism. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want that? Guys, if you out here lifting weights, right, drop a flex emoji in the chat. You know what I'm saying? All right. Lisa want to gain that booty. Okay. She want to lose fat and gain that booty. Okay. I got to find the rest of your stats. All right, Lisa, do me one favor. Type all your stats in one message. It's a lot of comments that's coming through right now through the 3 platforms that I'm going live on. If you can just give me all your stats in one message, I would be so grateful for that, right? I really appreciate it. Daniel, can you go back in the chat and do my macros, please, bro? Man, I lost that chat, man. I'm sorry, man. If you don't mind, same thing, Daniel. Just put your height, your age, your weight, and your goal in the chat, and I do it right now, man. I got you. Promise. How tall are you, and what are your caloric maintenance levels? I'm 5'10". I maintain at around, like, if I want to maintain my weight, 2,300 calories with as much activity as I do currently, it's somewhere between 2,200 and 2,400 calories. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. All right. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, I got you, man. I got you. Odyssey. Hey, coming through with the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Yo, man, I watched your interview with Brandon. What was it like taking the HTT program? What was the biggest thing you took away from building your business? Oh, man. The HTT program, like, it's going to sound like cheesy, but like it really changed my life. It changed everything from before I joined HTT, before I was in the mentorship program, before I started my online coaching business. I was kind of lost, man. Like I just was out here, you know how they say, throwing shit at the wall and hoping that it sticks. That's what I was doing. I was just posting videos and just hoping that people notice me, and really didn't know the fundamentals of like speaking to people in a certain way with a certain message, and having a system that you can rely upon to not only get people's attention to even potentially do business with them, but 2, the most important thing, actually get them good results, right? Nothing matters unless you can actually help your people get results. And I was good at training people, but the online coaching world is a whole different world. So him just having a framework of, marketing, sales, and being able to like service clients on a high level, it changed everything. So I think really the biggest thing I took away from it is you got to have a system. You got to have a system. Anything you want to do, significant success with a business, with your fitness, with your with your mindset, with anything. Like, you want to have a system for that. You don't want to just be out here winging it. So that was my biggest takeaway, man. Hopefully that's helpful. You know what I'm saying? Too many trolls are laughing. Shout out to the trolls, baby. Lisa, crying emoji. Don't be crying, baby. Just drop the stats for me. I got you. Craig Bailey, 54. Okay. I think he wants his macros made. All right, so 54. 280 pounds. Damn, Greg, you big as hell. You got some work to do, brother. But it's all good, man. That's why we here, right? 6'5". All right. So your BMR is 2,200 calories. I'll put you at 2,000. Like, that would be what I would set as a target for you personally. So get your pen and pad, Craig. 200 grams of protein is your target at 150 grams of carbs and 67 grams of total fat. You do that every day, you're going to get lean as hell. Just make sure you at least consuming 1.5 gallons of water a day, because you're a big fella, so you need a lot of water. Okay? You do that, man, just report back how much weight you done lost. Okay, here we go. Daniel came through. Okay, make my macros 28. Okay. Daniel is 200 pounds. All right. And then 6'1.5". All right. Got to get your half point, right? All right. So your calorie goal for fat loss, 1,700 calories. And if I was coaching you, I put you at 170 grams of protein, 128 grams of carbs, and 57 grams of total fat. Guys, just in case you want to learn how I'm doing this math, like how am I making people's macros, and you want this made for you personally, and a systematized approach that actually has been proven to work, just go ahead and grab my free fat loss system. The 50 pounds in 5-month formula. The link is in the description of the video, as well as I think it's in the description of this. It's in the description of the video, and I'm dropping it in the chat again too, just in case y'all came through late. All right, Daniel, hopefully that was helpful. You know what I'm saying? Just come through. Let me know how much weight you done lost after you lose it. All right. All right, make sure to drop that in Facebook too, man. Facebook needs some love. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting some value from the live, drop a flex emoji in the chat. You know what I'm saying? All right. Lisa says, now I'm going to eat a damn pizza and stay hella fat. Hey, you free to do whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you anything otherwise. You could do anything you set your mind to, girl. Denise, 260, 5'4", 64. You want to lose 50 pounds? Please help. Well, I can give you your macros real quick. It's also in that guide I just dropped below, if you just want to access this stuff later yourself. So at 64 years of age, 5'4", and you are 260. All right, Denise, you gotta get that weight up off. You gotta get you healthy, girl. All right, you can't play around with that. All right, so your fat loss calories. Go get you a pen and pad if you ain't got it. Go get it. I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. Drop some gems on you. 1,500 calories is your calorie goal for you to lose fat. 150 grams of protein every day at 13 grams, 113 grams of total carbs, and 50 grams of fat. You hit that every day, fantastic results. Spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you want your macros made, type "make my macros" in the chat with your height, age, weight, and your goal, and I got you. All right. Lisa, just stick with the game plan for 6 days and enjoy that pizza on the 7th day when you eat more calories. Hey, you know the vibes. Hey, you better let Lisa know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? Can teens request macros? Nah, man, I can't do macros for teenagers, man. I'm sorry. You got to be over 21 for me to do your macros. Okay. All right, here we go. Lisa finally gave me the stats. Lisa 33. Lisa is 5'2", and 186. I love it. All right. Tap in. So right now, Lisa, to be in a calorie deficit, I'll put you at 1,300 calories, right? 130 grams of protein, 98 grams of carbs, 43 grams of fat. Lisa, I'm going to say that one more time because you were so adamant. You were so adamant, baby girl, about getting these stats. Okay? Go get your pen and pad. You got it? Cool. 130 grams of protein, 98 grams of carbs, 43 grams of total fat. You do that every day, Lisa. Make sure you hit them weights. You're going to get lean. Just make sure you're training those glutes if you want to keep that butt that you was talking about. All right? All right. Yo, Rashawn came through. What up? What's good, man? Hey, Rashawn, did you read that book we talked about? Huh? Let me know, man. I'm gonna hold you accountable to that, man. You got some people counting on you, man. Let me know if you finished that book we was talking about. All right. Pinolero. Make my macros 37. All right. 37. 370 pounds. Damn, you big as hell, man. But it's okay. You can change that. You ain't gotta stay that way. 6 foot. All right. So right now, being that you a big fella, you have a major advantage in that you have a high BMR. Your BMR is 2,600 calories. So I like to get aggressive with guys over 300 pounds. So I would put your deficit anywhere between 300 to 500 below your actual BMR. So being that you got that 2,600 engine running, I have no problem going like 2,200 calories as your goal. That's 400 calories under your BMR. Now, you might have a tough time hitting these macros depending on your activity level. I'm assuming you got a sedentary job. That's how you got that big, right? But make sure you're hitting the weights for this to work, right? 220 grams of protein, 165 grams of carbs, 60 grams of total fat. You hit that every day, yo, you're going to get lean as hell. You'll get lean as hell, okay? Just let me know. Got a men's conference in May 2025 at my church, bro. Need you to come through and talk to the brothers. Can you come through the Chicago area? I may be able to make that happen. I'm going to be in Chicago, Craig. I'm going to be in Chicago in January. Hit me up on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram and be like, yo, I was just on your live. My Instagram is Corey Armstrong Fit. It's not hard to find. And we'll talk about it because I'm coming to January. I'm coming to Chicago in January for my my granddad's birthday. Maybe we can meet up and talk about the details and figure out how to make that happen. Because I think I need to talk to some old brothers about getting their life right, man. Taking this more seriously, man. You know, men are leaders, man. and we create the future. But if we don't take good care of ourselves, we ain't gonna create nothing. All right. Who else want their macros made? All right. All right. 100 and okay, so be me. Be me. I don't know if you a man or a woman. How am I supposed to know? Be me. I don't know what that means, man. Right? I don't know what that means. You know? Okay. All right, here we go. My homie Adrian says, make my macros. I'm 23. I'm 196. I'm a male, 6'2". Body percentage is 20, and I want to hit 15 to 10. Can you help me? Got my board ready to hit me with it. Pause. No, I'm messing with you, Adrian. I got you. All right. 23. 6'2". And your weight is 196. Okay. So you got some work to do. So your BMR is 1950. I would put you 200 calories underneath that. So I'll put you at 1750 for your caloric goal. Your macros are 175 grams of protein, 130 grams of carbs, 58 grams of fat. You hit that every day, brother, with at least 1 gallon of water, Adrian? Yo, you're going to get all kinds of wins, all right? You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you shout a brother out once you get all that body fat up off you, all right? Cool. Be me as a woman. How would I ever know that be me as a woman? I got you, be me. 41. Like that is not a gender specific name. So you want to bulk. All right. So you're a 41-year-old lady at 136. Okay, so you small. So you want to get some muscle on you. I like that idea for you. Because when you short like that, you know, you guys like you fill out from a muscle perspective a little faster. You just got to make sure you control your consumption. So the bulk up from here, be me, you would need to go into calorie surplus above 1,200 calories because that's what your body burns on its own. So if I was coaching you, I'll put you at like 300 calories above that as a starter just to see how you do with it. So maybe put you at like 1,500 calories to start. You could slowly creep it up depending on how your weight actually is affected by that. And then I will put you on what we call a 50-30-20. That's just jargon for 50% of your consumption is going to be carbs, 30% will be protein, and 20% will be fat. So that puts you at 113 grams of protein, be me, 188 grams of carbs, 33 grams of total fat. You do that every day. Make sure you get stronger in the gym, hitting them weights, or at home, wherever you're working out at. You're going to get all kinds of success, all kinds of wins, be me. Don't be afraid if you gain like a few pounds to slightly raise those calories up if you want to accelerate the process. All right. All right. He's tall, so differently carries that weight differently compared to shorter people. Zero knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? Marina, I lost 33 kilos fasting 2 to 3 times a week, eating only one meal a day. And all I wanted the other days with a lot of water every day. That's what's up. Hey, let's clap it up for Marina. Marina, Marina del La Rosa. Say that 5 times fast. Spiritual tarot. I don't never talk no trash about people who read tarot cards, man. I'm just always kind and nice to them. You know why? Because they, you know what I'm saying, they got some powers, man. They be saying some real shit sometimes, you know. Watching live streams keeping you big as hell. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. CO Dirt. Okay. What's up, bro? That's a funny name. Stephanie, make my macros. I could do that. 44, 289, 53, 200. 200 is the goal. So you want to be 200 pounds. All right, let's do it. 44, 53, and you are 289. So you, my friend, okay, so your BMR is 1900. So right now, I will put you at 1700 calories for your deficit. So that's your goal. Make sure you write this down. 1700 calories is your goal. And you're going to do that with, hold up. Oh, yeah. This is, oh, man, I love math. 170 grams of protein, 128 grams of carbs, 57 grams of total fat. You do that every day, Stephanie, at least get a gallon of water in every day, you're going to lose all kinds of fat. All right. Just shout a brother out once you do. You know what I'm saying? Be me. Yay. Thank you. You're amazing. I appreciate the kind words. There's a lot of truth in that statement. You know what I'm saying? Yo, coach, how do you track food when I eat out? How do I track food when I eat out? Look, I would advise you utilize a tracking app, you know what I'm saying, on your phone. I use MyFitnessPal and or the Corey Armstrong Fitness app, whichever one is at my disposal, because I have an app for me and my clients for our programs. But basically, you just get a free tracking app like MyFitnessPal. And, you know, what I like to do is travel with a portable scale like this, and I weigh out the portions that I'm going to eat. What I like to do is only order foods that are easy to track. So, you know, if you watch my Instagram stories, you'll see I eat a lot of steak, salmon, you know, cuts of chickens, things like that. Things that are like high protein, that I can easily just put to the side on like a little separate saucer plate. And I know exactly how much that is because I weigh out that portion. And then maybe I'll get a veggie and a carb source. And that's it. I just keep it simple. But you got to be tracking. You know what I'm saying? You got to be tracking with an app. And it helps if you got a portable food scale. Now, if you don't have a portable food scale, one thing I teach my clients is like you can use the portion method. So like if your hand, you can just say, all right, most men, their palm is like 4 ounces. For women, your palm might be more like 3 ounces. But you can just put your hand over the top of something. And if it's like the size of your palm, you know it's 4 ounces. If it's slightly less than that, you know it's slightly less than 4 ounces. If it's more than that, you know it's a little bit more than 4 ounces. So you can sort of extrapolate it from that. If that was helpful, man, type a flex emoji in the chat. You know, do you weigh out the portions individually? Yeah. That's literally exactly what I was attempting to explain. I just was attempting to explain that. What's your opinion on reverse diet? Hey, Justin, like 10 minutes ago, I just did a whole dissertation on reverse dieting. Right. I literally just broke it all down. If you wanna learn more about that, you know, you can get my free fat loss system. I break it down in there. I'll drop it in the chat again. But you know, reverse dieting is great. I think it's the best way to come out of a caloric deficit, especially if you lost a lot of weight. You know, because you wanna repair your metabolism once you lose a lot of weight, and you do that by doing the best you can to build lean muscle and maintain a low body fat percentage, which is what everybody's goal is. Because I seen Brandon Carter weigh food with it on a plate already, and they kind of confuse me. Maybe I'm just overthinking the shit. You are. You're definitely overthinking the shit. You know what I'm saying? And Brent is the homie, man. You know what I'm saying? He travels with a scale too. I learned it from him. He told me he did it. I was like, yo, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? So yeah, you're overthinking it. How often do you recommend recalculating macros? Really as needed as it pertains to your progression, right? Like, let's say, Chris, you lost 10 pounds and you notice your weight start to really, I guess, like fluctuate around the same weight. It might be time to recalculate the macros or just adjust your activity level or fasting window to, overcome that. Typically that tends to happen just for most people, just so everybody listening. Usually your body starts to get adapted around like week 4 or 6 of a certain calorie deficit. So 4 to 6 weeks usually is a good place to start like recalculating those macros. But really it's just contingent upon like what you see in that scale say, and obviously what you're seeing in the mirror, what your body fat percentage is. Because I've had people go through my program, right? Like the first 4 months of it, and we stayed on the same macros every time. But what we didn't do is we didn't keep our activity the same level. Like we constantly scaled up. Like, for example, I had this guy named Ramil Reed. Shout out to Ramil, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the OGs. He lost 50 pounds in 4 months. And the way that he did it, we had the same calories all week. And I had him on a system called 6 days on, 1 day off, where we ate, the calorie deficit number for 6 days. And then 1 day of the week, he would refeed and have a high calorie day. And then what he would do is, we would track his steps. And when we notice his weight kind of like staying around the same a little bit, we just increase his steps goal. So at first he was doing like 10,000 steps a day. Then we bumped it up to 12,000. Then we bumped it up to 1,500. Then we bumped it up to 20,000 steps a day. And once he got to that level, man, he could pretty much just lose as much weight as he wanted to lose. I remember on one of our check-in calls, he was literally like telling me like, yeah, like I know like I can lose 2 to 3 pounds this week. Like if I want to, like he just got in that zone where he just knew what he was going to lose because it was all based on the activity, and we controlled his consumption so much that he could scale the weight loss as much as he wanted. Now, if you don't have that type of time to do that, right? Because you got to have some time to put in 20,000 steps. I would just say fasting. You know what I mean? You could fast and keep the same macros if you want. Have a few people on the program do that. Guys, if you want to learn more about like how steps and macros and adjustments actually can be things that you can put into your program, right? Get some results and then learn how to maintain those results. Go get that free fat loss system, the 50 and 5 month formula. Links in the bio, links in the chat, links everywhere. Links everywhere. Facts. I think it's good to do before a diet as well as because it's easier to lose weight that way. Yeah. There's some merit to that. It just depends on where you're coming from. Like, I don't think there's a reason for somebody to reverse diet if they're like 400 pounds. Like, they fat enough. We don't need to like increase their calories. Like, what the fuck? They're already eating too much. All right, we just need to come down. So it depends on the person. Do you think it's better to be lean and shredded or like massive and muscular like body? Lean and shredded. It's no reason. Like, bodybuilding is a sport, so that they're literally looking like that for the purpose of competing, but it's not something that's long-term healthy. Really, you see those bodybuilders is dying at like 50 years old, 40 years old. Some of them dying at 30 from like heart conditions because that's not the way that you naturally supposed to look, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely better to, you know what I'm saying? Be lean and mean. I have a question. What's your question? What up, bro? Kimon, what's good? What's the best way to cut? Burn more calories than you consume. You know what I'm saying? If you need help with that, type make my macros in the chat with your age, height, weight, and goal, and I'll make your macros tonight. Also, bodybuilders take gear. That's a fact. That's a fact. Keymon, I need your help. What you need help with, Keymon? Let a brother know, man. Chris, thanks, brother. No problem. You know what I'm saying? I do what I can. You know what I'm saying? Lipodream, hardcore good. I don't know what Lipodream hardcore is. That shit sounds like some excessive shit that you don't need. How do you determine your calorie deficit? Right now, I walk getting on an elliptical about 30 to 45 minutes a day, 5 days a week. You base it off your age, height, weight, and your goal. You know, if you want me to make your macros, just type make my macros in the chat with those statistics and I'll make it for you. But yeah, man, it's just you gotta make sure you do the math. You know what I'm saying? You gotta burn more calories than you consume. What's the advice you give to vegan clients for fat loss and muscle gain? Same advice I give to anybody. You gotta track what you do. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't tracking, you slacking. You know, fat loss and muscle gain is a numbers game. You know, you need a system, you need a proven plan of what you should be consuming and how much of it you should be consuming. And you need to stay consistent. The only way you're going to stay consistent or know if you're consistent is if you're tracking it. So the only difference between vegans and meat eaters, pause, is y'all vegans, y'all got to get y'all protein from alternative sources like soy products, like wheat products. You know what I'm saying? The big three, shout out to my homie Corinne Sutton. He always talks about these, is tofu, tempeh, and seitan. You eat those three, those are your protein sources. Those are the high amounts of protein with low to moderate carbs and fats. You know, does creatine make a big difference? Big difference. If you ain't taking creatine, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. with the good diet, all right, keep on, man. If you need some help, if you want some one-on-one help, man, feel free to apply to potentially become a part of the Armstrong Army, man. The link to apply is in my bio, man. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. See if I can potentially help you, brother. No guarantees, though. No guarantees. You can't be lazy. If you lazy, don't hit that button. Do chips really keep you big as hell? Very big as hell. All right. I want you to do this. If you out here eating chips, watching this live, I want you to like grab your shirt, pull it out like this, look at your big ass belly, and there's your answer. There's your answer. You know, I do not know a lot of motherfuckers who are lean that's eating chips every day. Can you have chips within reason, right? One day a week or something like that on like a refeed or a cheat day? Yeah. But if you are here eating chips every day, you're going to have a big ass stomach. And you just got to make peace with that. All right. Brandon White wants his macros made. I got you, fam. So 238 pounds. Okay. And you are 26 and also looks like 5'6". Okay. 1,800 calories. Okay. 1,800 calories is your BMR. So that's what your body burns at rest without you doing nothing. I would put you at 1,600 if I was coaching you. Write this down, Brandon. 160 grams of protein every day, 53 grams of carbs. My bad. 53 grams of fat, 120 grams of carbs. You do that every day, man, you're going to get lean as hell. Okay? Eat the protein chips. Yeah, man, I fucks with those. Phase. Yes, sir. Hey, you know the vibes. You know how we get down. Do I need to speak to a doctor before hopping on creatine monohydrate? Possibly. You know, if you got some kidney issues, you might need to talk to your doctor. But most people are fine. You know, with taking it, just as long as you don't got like high amounts of creatine already in your blood and you don't have liver, kidney issues. Is there a main supplement I should take besides protein and creatine? Depends on what your goals are. What are your goals, my friend? I would need to know what your goals are, my friend. Uh, uh, Give me the NFL Mister. 19 years old. I can't do your macros if you're under 21, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. You know. Uh Cow goes quack. You're bulking. I mean, you really don't need a lot of supplements if you're bulking. You got the major two: protein, creatine, maybe some fish oil, you know, for heart health, brain health, anti-inflammatory, good for your joints. That's about it. That's all I would recommend. Well, I don't have any of those issues. Should I just hop on it? Hey, why not, man? Everybody else is doing it. No, creatine is dope, man. It's not. It's. Think about it like this: creatine is in your food already. Did you know that? Did you know that chicken, steak, fish all has creatine in it? You know, you already have creatine present in your bloodstream. You're just taking an exogenous form of it to get more. You know what I'm saying? Would it be best to lose body fat first and then build muscle later? Absolutely. Who the fuck wants to build muscle that you can't see? Right? Imagine like like putting on all this muscle, like pounds and pounds of lean muscle mass, and nobody sees it. You can't even see it. Why? Because it's hiding behind your big ass belly. Get lean first, get your abs visible, and then from there, build some muscle. Build some muscle once you get lean. Once you're at a low body fat percentage, your body will be more conditioned to build muscle faster too, because you'll produce less estrogen and more testosterone. And then more importantly, you'll be able to see your muscle gains, right? And your body tends to be a little more anabolic coming out of a cut anyway. Make my macros, please. Okay, Ava. What up, Ava? See, Ava don't got to put her gender because I know Ava's a woman. I ain't never met a man named Ava. Okay. 5'7". Ava is 31. Okay. Dirty 30. I'm in the dirty 30s too. 185, 185 pounds. All right. So Ava, you are in luck. Your BMR is 1600 calories, which means your body burns a lot of calories on its own. So I will put you at 1400 if I was coaching you. 140 grams of protein, 105 grams of carbs, 47 grams of total fat. Ava, you do that every single day. Guess what? You're going to get lean as hell, right? Just make sure you at least getting a gallon of water a day. You do that, those macros I just gave you, make sure you write them down. Get your pen and pad out. I say it one more time just because I said it fast. 140 grams of protein, 105 grams of carbs, 47 grams of fat. You do that with a gallon of water every day, Ava, you're going to have that 15, 20 pounds off by Valentine's Day. Mark my words, okay? Pam, I want to drop 15 pounds and I'm struggling to do so. Oh, po baby. Hey, listen. If you want to make a change, you got to be that change, girl. You know what I'm saying? It's not about focusing on the problem. It's about finding a viable solution and putting all your focus and energy into that, right? Weight loss is not that complex. It's very simple. You just got to burn more calories than you consume. If you ain't losing weight, guess what, Pam or anybody else? You ain't doing that shit. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear it, but this is the truth. You are not in the calorie deficit, but you can get there. You just find out how. You know, you grab my free fat loss formula, it breaks down everything. How to find those numbers yourself and do that, but it's just math, you know. I would say this though. If you discourage and you're struggling, you got to detach yourself emotionally from the outcome, right? You almost got to ignore the weight loss to some degree and put all your emotional investment and attachment into the daily habits you practice. That's why we're talking about macros today. You know, what you consuming, activity, you know, how many steps you take in a day, rest and recovery, how much sleep you getting, you know, workouts, how much weight you lifting, how much strength you building. You know, focus on those things, optimize that stuff. You're gonna be unrecognizable. That 15 pounds gonna fall off, and you're gonna wonder, man, why wasn't I doing this sooner? You know, you just had to learn some new stuff. All right, I'm rooting for you, girl. Go get that fat loss formula. I think it'll help. Frank, does creative give you watery full look? I think he's supposed to be saying creatine, but maybe the autocorrect got him. Creatine does not cause you to look watery and fluffy like people believe for some reason. There's two ways you can hold water, guys. You can hold it inside or outside of the muscle, right? Creatine makes you hold water inside your muscle, which is what you want, right? Because if you hold water inside your muscles look fuller, which means that you look more defined and more vascular to some degree, right? So like, yeah, you want creatine to make you hold water inside your muscles. The water you don't want to hold is outside of your muscles. That's that bloat you feel when you have like a massive cheat day. You out here eating a bunch of salty, saucy foods with a bunch of sodium that got you out here just bloated. That's what you don't want. Oh, Pam came through again with the macros. All right, so I'm gonna make Pam's macros, and then I gotta get out of here, y'all. 56. Oh, okay, 62. 62. Pam is 5'6". 155 pounds. Okay. Like it. We like it. We like it. All right, Pam. Yeah, so your macros are as follow. We'll put you on 1,100 calories. Your protein is going to be 110 grams of protein, 83 grams of carbs, 37 grams of total fat. Now, here's the caveat. You have to get at least 3 to 4 liters of water in every day. If you don't do that, Pam, you are going to struggle mightily, right? You're going to be getting headaches. You're going to be lethargic. It's going to suck. But if you get that water in with those nutrients I just gave you, you're going to lose all kinds of fat. That 15 pounds is going to be gone by Valentine's Day. And then you're going to look up and be like, damn, Coach Corey was right. All I had to do was focus on the activities and ignore the results. And they just came, right? You do that shit, you're going to get all kinds of success. All right, guys. This is my last one, and I'm going to get out of here. Hey, Corey, I don't know if you remember me. I am one of you Fiesta subscribers, Jose from Guatemala. I think I remember you, Jose. Jose was a part of my fasting group back in the day, man. Jose was on in a few of our challenges, and he had an amazing transformation. He was out here showing a lot of love and support to people who was just getting started with fasting. I do remember you, Jose, man. Hopefully you out here still killing it. And yeah, appreciate the support. Guys, what was most helpful from today's live? Type in the chat. And also, if you want me to go live tomorrow, right? You want to see me pull up again, type live in the chat. And we'll you know what I'm saying? We'll get it popping. If y'all want it, type live in the chat. If you want me to come back through and go live again tomorrow. Okay. All right. Y'all want more, Corey? Okay. I got y'all, family. Till next time. Peace.